Let us all together nurse the world to health. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's start the ball rolling with our first speaker, PNA America's Advisory Council member and past president of PNA Northern California, Mr. Peter-Reuben Calixto.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are attending from this part of the world. I am indeed honored to be invited to your World Cafe convention and adopting the theme, Nursing the World to Health, is just so fitting, relevant, and appropriate in this current world that we live in. May I extend a hearty congratulations on your leadership, Mr. Michael Duque, and the Executive Board of the Philippine Nurses Association of the United Kingdom for putting this conference together. Together, we Filipino nurses have been in the limelight around the globe related to our heroic efforts in this pandemic. The World Health Organization designated 2020 as the year of the nurse and midwives. We are supposed to celebrate this year as our own, happy, comfortably that we have arrived. We are in a year when the test of time has likewise come to the front line, where nurses become vulnerable and subject of discrimination and abuse. We just took this with our usual character that is embedded in us, the character of humility, dedication, and devotion to our calling without retaliation and defiance, but somewhat just asking the question, why? Frontliners, as we have been called, or as we call ourselves, the discipline has been sent to perform the usual nature of our work, not questioning the kind of patient assignments when we get to the ward. We just carry on our baggage to deliver our services in a business as usual and a casual manner. At our workplaces since the beginning of the year, the pandemic has proved our worth. We are the discipline that is unquestioning. We went to work despite the inadequately armed with the appropriate personal protective equipment, without the adequate knowledge of the disease, its character, its transmission, and how vulnerable we are without the full support of our superiors. We just compliantly compromised and did our work as pawns. For those of us where circumstances came to our household, we modified our attitudes and subjected ourselves to the test of time. This 2020 year of the nurse showed the world that the true character of our profession. We lost family members and friends, colleagues. We all felt the pain of their departure, but still bravely on to the COVID-19 battlefield, inadequately geared, prepared, and ill-equipped to hopefully win the battle. But colleagues, we are all in this without resistance as we continued to endanger ourselves. Heroism and being labeled as such are never a vocabulary of the nurse. Heroism is one character that we exercise and execute every day as professional beings. The global community is now aware that this is who we are. I am aware that the United Kingdom media has recognized the high rate of deaths among Filipino nurses. Is it a question of genetics? The answer is no, but simply it is because Filipino nurses are on the front lines. Thank you, Filipino nurses in the United Kingdom. It is very encouraging that you are making a significant imprint in your adopted home. The British media has finally come to recognize your presence in the national health system. It was very encouraging for me and made me proud as a Filipino American that my brown brothers and sisters are proving their worth, significance, and contribution here in the kingdom. Piers Morgan, in that newscast that I watched, gave me goosebumps listening to the praising and complimenting the significant contributions of our culture that you brought, enriching the British communities where you belong. Now that we have proven our worth and presence, let us take this opportunity on how we can make our existence in our adopted homelands more relevant and significant. In 1870, Florence Nightingale prophetically said, "It will take 100 to 150 years for the kind of nurses that I envisioned." And true enough, she could not be more right. And should she be alive today, she would just say, "I told you so." Exactly this year, it has been 150 years. And in 2020, this kind of nurses that invasion are who we are seeing. Colleagues, brothers, sisters, you and I belong to that vision. We are the Almighty's ambassadors to make this world a better place to live in, to continuously make this world the way it should be. We have heard comments such as, "If the task seems to be impossible, give it to our nurse, to a nurse." With our skills, training, and resourcefulness, we have always delivered the outcomes desired. This inspirational message would not be complete without the inspiration generated by one of your colleagues, Minnie Klipax, who was recognized in the Queen's Birthday Honors List, was awarded the British Empire Medal for her tireless work to support her colleagues and community during the COVID-19 pandemic. Ms. Klipax truly exemplifies the message that we want to convey, not only in London, but throughout the world, that this is the kind of nurses we are. Filipino Nurse is a global brand, a brand that represents the true core of nursing profession. During the Philippine Nurses Association's National Convention this past week, it has been said over and over again that Filipino nurse is the best for the Filipinos, but are the most desired nurses around the world. Let us together continue to promote, maintain, and enhance our Philippine nursing image, as it is the pride and treasure of Filipino and the Philippines. Thank you very much for this rare privilege of being with you this morning, this evening, and the dawn. It's still dawn here. And I wish you all the best and the success of the World Cafe Convention. Remember that we are all in this together, and we are here to make this world a better place. Thank you so much.